Have you ever noticed that some of the smartest people you know seem stuck? They're exhausted, frustrated, and completely stalled out. It's not because they lack ability, it's because they think too much. This is one of the great ironies of a brilliant mind. See, highly intelligent people don't struggle with finding ideas. Their problem is the opposite. They're drowning in too many possibilities. Every single option they consider immediately branches out into a dozen more, and then each of those branches out again. It's an endless tree of choices, and in the face of this overwhelming complexity, taking action gets delayed, sometimes indefinitely. Now, a common misconception is that overthinking is just a form of confusion. It's not. It's actually a state of excess clarity, but without any prioritization. The mind sees everything. It sees every potential path, every possible outcome, every single thing that could go wrong, all at once. It's like having 100 crystal-clear television screens playing in your head, each showing a different future. This isn't a lack of information. It's an information overload. Smart people are masters at simulating the future. They run incredibly detailed mental models, predicting consequences, analyzing risks, and forecasting outcomes with astonishing accuracy. But here's the catch. The human brain doesn't always distinguish between an imagined threat and a real one. When you vividly imagine a negative outcome, your body reacts as if it's actually happening. Your heart rate might increase, you feel a jolt of anxiety, and your survival instincts kick in. This constant simulation of potential failures triggers a state of chronic hesitation. The person isn't unsure of what to do. Their mind is just overloaded with scenarios, each carrying its own perceived danger. To move forward, you have to simplify. Action demands it. You can't execute on 1,000 variables at once. But overthinking does the exact opposite. Multiplies complexity. And what does complexity do? It paralyzes movement. It's like trying to walk forward while being pulled in a dozen different directions. You just end up stuck in the middle. Intelligent minds often fall into the trap of waiting for the optimal moment to act. They want the perfect plan, the perfect timing, the perfect conditions. But this quest for optimization is a delay tactic. It prevents you from gaining real-world experience. And it's experience, not theory, that ultimately creates mastery. You can't become a great swimmer by just reading books about swimming. You have to get in the water. So, when a smart person fails in this context, it's rarely due to a lack of effort. They are putting in immense mental energy. The failure is one of delayed execution. The real cost isn't making a few mistakes along the way, it's the complete loss of momentum. Momentum is the lifeblood of progress. Once you have it, it's easier to keep going. But getting started is the hardest part, and overthinking makes that first step feel like a monumental leap. Overthinkers often confuse preparation with progress. Sitting and thinking feels incredibly productive. Your brain is firing on all cylinders. You're connecting dots, you're building intricate plans, and your brain rewards you for this activity with little hits of dopamine. It feels good to think. But this reward comes without demanding any real-world risk. You get the satisfaction of working on the problem without ever facing the possibility of failure. But if you look at the history of innovation and personal growth, the biggest breakthroughs almost never come from perfect plans. They come from imperfect action. You try something, it doesn't quite work. You learn from it, you adjust, and you try again. Clarity is so often the result of movement, not the prerequisite for it. You don't have to figure everything out and then act. You act, and in doing so, you figure things out. It's only when thinking stops being a shield to hide behind, and action becomes a tool for gathering information, that the mind can finally relax. The constant what-if loop starts to quiet down because you're replacing speculation with data. Ultimately, the goal isn't to think less. A powerful mind is an incredible asset. The goal is to act sooner. It's about shortening the gap between idea and execution, but just trust that you're smart enough to handle whatever comes. Overthinkers confuse preparation with progress. The smartest breakthroughs come after imperfect action, when thinking stops being a shield. If this message resonated with you, please like this video and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights that help you turn thought into action. Thanks for watching.